Cool. What's up with this lady? Hello. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Just lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen.
Fair.
But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the Proks.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Who? What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
It must be those 3 people we saw before. Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time.
What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here?
No one. That's why it's
I
closed.
was going to say, it's sort of answered
It
the
was
question.
once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Sadie. Haven't we heard that a bit?
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Call me Harry.
Why, I guess I will, Harry. Aye, it just rolls off the tongue. I used to know a Harry. Strong lad, but dumb as a rock.
What happened to him?
He did too many narcotics. So many, he fell off his boat and split his skull on a buoy. Folks who saw it say his head cracked open like a melon.
Damn.
Nasty, nasty.
The signatures. So do I actually have to get these signatures? It seemed like we really did, didn't we? I don't think we had an option to lie. Isabel and Lillian? That's not her. Should I not ask? I was asked to get your signature. You probably just won't sign it.
Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all the scribble. Tell me what it says.
Actually, never mind. I won't bother you with this.
Nothing good ever comes from paperwork, in my experience.
It says two specific people. Isabel and Lillian. I want to level up perception, I think, so we can try to see more stuff around. I feel like the perception's what helping us find stuff in the world, isn't it?
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Oh, if we're actually able to stay in here, it'd be great if I don't have to spend 20 real every night to stay there. The floorboards creak under your step. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. Noise. Old science fiction magazines. Books about birdwatching. An almanac from 39.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
42%, that's not great. Hand-eye coord. Shaving the
The
right
water
call?
reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Hand-eye coord. It's only 42. Do we have anything to help? We just spent our point that we had. If we miss, it's probably going to hit health or something.
On
We're
the
going to
table,
cut ourselves.
you see a bowl of water,
42%, let's
a
go.
rough soap, and next to it, your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
Leave it for now.
Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
That's not happening. Ooh. +1 logic.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is, without the expression.
Encyclopedia,
It's just
huh?
hairy.
Encyclopedia, huh? If you put a point in that, it would unlock that. Our encyclopedia is really big, isn't it? Yeah. I don't really want to put points in it because it's already so high. But it would unlock that, and I think it would be a pretty easy roll then. Cool, we've got a new pad.
Yes?
What are these doing in the fish? Oh, cool. Perception boots. Oh, I put them on.
Hi, officer.
Lillian, this was one whose signature we needed? Yeah. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I've questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals mainstream scientists deny exist.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Monkey men?
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Oh, I want to hit on her. Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine? The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs. I need info on this. Major narc. I'll ask about human bodies. If there's a mine out there that we can get, we'll probably just stumble across it anyway.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
That was a dud question. Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold, point to the expression on your face. Her eyes meet yours and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, as if she hasn't laughed in a while. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
Brutal.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village where two little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Suggestion, heroic. She needs to go on a date with another drunk, badly. -1, Kim's presence makes it awkward. -6, don't know a good spot yet. Explore the coast. No, I don't think we're going to do that yet. So I take it that's your skiff? Points at the overturned boat.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days? Catch a snowflake in your palm.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Guess we asked for the signature.
Were you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everard's planning to turn some of the village into a youth centre.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Thought what exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
So, will you sign it?
Aye. Why not? Fine. Here you go.
Thank you. I'm just taking the
welcome.
signatures. We tried to lie, and apparently that's not happening. As far as I know, we need the signatures. There's one of them. His boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. Well, that's one signature. The street sign is illegible. Hard to see the details. The colours, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. What's this bird? Ruffled grouse taxidermy. 13. Ruffed. Can we just sell this? Weird bird? The dead body of a grouse stuffed with some unknown material. From a distance, it might just pass off as the real thing. The bird itself looks extremely ruffled and slightly grumpy. Is that meant to say ruffled or is it ruffed? Because that's what I read it at first. And here it says ruffled in the description.
Hello, mister.
Little Lily. A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yes, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
What's this? Show her the bird.
It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
What's that thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Lambie looks soft.
Yes. Very soft.
Suddenly she pushes the stuffed animal towards your face. Press your cheek against Lammy.
Isn't he soft?
She's right. Lammy is very soft. She rubs the white fur against your cheek, then returns the lamb into her lap, cuddling it.
Bye!
Bye. We got a funky bird, apparently Gart. Can't remember what bird type thing we destroyed. Sounds like Gart would be keen on it though. What are these kids doing?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Is little Lily your sister?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
The lieutenant remarks with evident glee. What are you, kid bastard general?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Leave these kids alone. This area is huge. There's still a lot more to explore back there with those people. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirrup. Where are we going? water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Quick travel unlocked church. A dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. How big is this whole area? Where am I going? Tiny cages. These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still they won't light up. These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
Wait, I can't see anything interesting.
You don't have a reason to. Yet.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
I probably wandered too far without like talking to a bunch of people back there. Just kind of wanted to get a survey of the land. I've got to need to remember we can zoom out like crazy, can't we? Oversized superstar sunglasses. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. Strong breeze may blow it over.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Visual calculus. Why this many bullet holes?
Unable to piece
Serious?
together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
I'm dumb.
The scattering of bullet
really?
holes looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly smile,
That hurt.
laughing at you, and the world, and the living.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Could I put something else on to make that better? Kind of just went for it with that 70-something% thinking it would work. It's a bummer. I bet if we didn't do that fort with our visual calculus, probably would have got that. +2 logic, -1 perception. Phone Pippo Pippo. The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Entree into an old ticket booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. I don't think we've gone as far over this way as we can. Sort of backtrack now and retrace our steps of all the stuff we've missed. I think that's the hard edge here. Buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this gem.
It's the cryptozoologist.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Give me like 1 minute. It's gonna be a bit quickly. It won't be long. And then we'll talk to these cryptozoologists. There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. A trap for whatever funky animals they're trying to catch.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be Morell, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
Why are they being so confrontational? We're just saying hello. You don't seem too happy to see the RCM. Let's just say two, because Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice water lock.
The waterlock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
You mean Gary or yourself?
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we go in.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind. Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What sorts of specialized techniques is it using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
Does it really make perfect sense?
A ghost insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
Ghost insect. So you're ghost hunters?
No, that is precisely what we're not. We are zoological specialists, looking for an extant species of phasmid.
How big is this phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you. Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colourful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about. Am I just going to annoy him saying all this stuff?
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says, brusquely taken, that even he seems taken... enough that even he seems taken aback by it?
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena said that there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Tell me more about these traps.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps?
Yes.
How did the traps work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Oh, I think I'm starting to burn out a bit. We might pack it up soon. It's been a lot of words again. We'll talk to this guy and I might pack it up for tonight. A carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought. Yes. What?
I'm alright with going into all this. We were investigating a murder at some point. I'm getting derailed talking to these guys. I'm gonna GG for the night. I'm burning out. It's enough words for 5 hours. Don't think we have many people to raid, or I don't know what's happening right now. 1 AM Gamescom probably hasn't picked it up yet from here. I'll probably just GG it for here, I think. Oh, did I just save? I think I just saved, didn't I? Yep. I'm gonna call it a night. We're gonna pack it up here. GG's though. It was a good session. Oh, we hit 20 hours. I still feel like there's ages more to go though. We've only uncovered this whole area. We need another signature. We've got leads at least on what we're doing, but it's going to be a lot more. Probably be back at it again tomorrow. But until then, I think that's GG for now. GG.